Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Pretty quick, these are all the clipped shots I got of the NXT UK Liverpool Night 2 that I went to. I didn't go to the first night, I only went to the second night. It was a really good show. I thought there was going to be 4 hours worth, but it was only 3, which took me by surprise a little bit. But when they told us what the main event was the triple threat, 6-man tag between British Strong Style and Gallus. Clearly not many of us had seen up to the point where they'd named the group of the Coffee Brothers and Wolfgang. Because when he was like, Gallus are here, everyone was like, yeah. And he was like, that's a split reaction. I think most of us were just like, who's Gallus, sorry? Which was interesting. I didn't know who the NXT UK Women's Champion was. That spoiled for us in this clip on this night, which wasn't a huge problem. I wasn't really fussed when she came out and she was wearing the championship, but just to let you know, that is about to be spoiled for you. This is the 3rd time I have seen Mark Andrews wrestle this year for WWE. And the 3rd time I have done the swaying, the arm movement that he does. And the first time in those 3 times where people in the audience have joined in, and I was so happy. Every time I've done it on my own, but I've never given up. It's always me. I always go for it, and no one else does. But this crowd, they did it with us. Zach Gibson came out, and he had a few supporters as we were in Liverpool, but we didn't do, there's like a couple of people with their shoes off, we didn't do that chant, we didn't do any sort of chant for Zach Gibson in that way, which was really interesting. I thought we were going to, we didn't. And I sort of didn't want to start that because I feel like that's what anyone, he shouted at someone in one of the matches once, they're not chanting for you, they're chanting for me. And for that reason alone, I was like, not going to start one of those chants. I'm going to make sure that we don't do that. And we didn't. I expected someone else to do it, but they didn't. There's little clips here from most of the matches. There's a lot of matches I completely miss because the bloke sat to this side of me. If you see the flashing, you'll see what I'm talking about. Had a camera, not like this. It was like a photo camera. But he just sat and filmed pretty much the first hour completely. So like the first show filmed that night, he filmed it completely almost, and then took photos of it in between times. That was really weird, and I felt really awkward about it, and I was like, I don't want to be that person, so I tried not to film too much. I just filmed little clips. What's the last thing I wanted to mention? I can't remember at all. But yeah, it was a really good show. They announced Takeover Blackpool the day before. They mentioned it again when we were there, but I'm pretty sure it's either sold out or I'm just not going to go. I'm not going to be able to get there. It's a bit of a jaunt from where I am. But yeah, it was a really good show. I really enjoyed the show. And you'll see the clips. Oh, that's what I was going to mention. The hard camera is in the actual Titantron. If you can see, there's like a little black box. I don't know if I got it in the cameras, in the footage or anything. There's a little black box, that's where the hard camera was, which I didn't expect. So I feel like half the footage, if I'm in any of the wide angle shots and you can see the crowd and you can see me, I feel like half it's me going to be hunched over, and if I do show up on any of it, I'll film it and put it on TV, film the TV and put it on my normal videos. I'll be hunched over because I was like trying to get into the match and trying to ignore bloke with camera or me filming clips, but there was a bit of chanting going on too. Yeah, it was a really good night. I really enjoyed it. It's the best wrestling show I've been to this year, second to the SmackDown show, third to the Raw show, obviously. I've got one more booked next year for Progress, which I'm looking forward to, and this whole WWE talent thing, Swipe Up, has got me intrigued of what's going to happen with it, but I'm still going. I'm still going to enjoy it. So sorry, rambled way too much, more than I wanted to. So here are the clips, and we'll see you in the next wrestling show I go.
Strong style.